Hello, good morning class. I'm here with my next topic in OAD subject. Firstly, I share my PDF. After that, I'm going to explain what what are the things in the next topic. I'm discussing some relationship in the previous class, so I am here again discussing with continuing that particular last topic with the generalization. As previously I discussed so many relationship between class diagram and entities and elements of the class diagrams. Now I am moving to the next relationship with generalization within a class or an relationship between objects. Generalization is the relationship between a class and one or more refined versions of it. The class being refined is called the superclass, and each refined version is called a subclass. Generalization is sometimes called the is a relationship because each instance of a subclass is an instance of the superclass as well. The notation for generalization is a triangle connection or connecting a superclass to its subclass. The superclass is connected by a line to the apex of the triangle. The subclasses are connected by lines to a horizontal bar attached to the base of the triangle. For convenience, the triangle can be inverted and subclasses can be connected to both the top and bottom of the bar. But if possible, the superclass should be drawn on top and the subclass on the bottom. Generalization is a useful construct for both conceptual modeling and implementation modeling. Generalization facilitates modeling by structuring class and succinctly capturing what is similar and what is different about class. Object-oriented language provide strong support for the notation of inheritance. The term inheritance refers to the mechanism of obtaining attributes and operations using the generalization structure. Inheritance has become synonyms with code reuse within the object-oriented programming community. After modeling a system, the developer looks at the resulting classes and tries to group similar classes together and reuse common code. Often, code is available from past work, such as a class library, which the developer can reuse and modify where necessary to get the price and desired behavior. The most important use of inheritance, however, is the conceptual simplification that comes from reducing the number of independent features in a system. The terms inheritance, generalization, and specialization all refer to aspects of the same idea and are often used interchangeable. We use generalization to refer to the relationship among classes, while inheritance refers to the mechanism of sharing attributes and operations. Using the generalization relationship, generalization and specialization are two different generalization and specialization are two different viewpoints of the same relationship. Generalization and specialization are two different viewpoints of the same relationship viewed from the superclass or from the subclasses. The word generalization derives from the fact that the superclass generalization the subclasses. In UML modeling, a generalization relationship is a relationship in which one model element, or we can say the one model child, is based on another model element or the parent. Generalization relationships are used in class, component, deployment, and use case diagrams to indicate that the child receives all of the attributes, operations, and relationships that are defined in the parent. To comply with UML semantics, the model elements in a generalization relationship must be the same type. For example, a generalization relationship can be used between actors or between use case. However, it cannot be used between any actor and a use case. You can add generalization relationships to capture attributes, operations, and relationships in a parent model element and then reuse them in one or more child model elements. Because the child model elements in generalization inherit the attributes, operations, and relationship of the parent, you must only define for the child the attributes, operations, or relationships that are distinct from the parent. The parent model element can have one or more children, and any child model element can have one or more parents. It is more common to have a single parent model element and multi-child model element. Generalization relationship do not have names, as the following figures illustrate. A generalization relationship is displayed in the diagram with a whole arrowed or arrow ahead that points from the child model element to the parent model element. A generalization helps to connect a subclass to its superclass. A subclass is inherited from its superclass. A generalization relationship cannot be used to model interface implementation. Class diagram allows inheriting from multiple superclasses. In the example, the class student is generalization from personal class. An e-commerce application for website that sell a variety of merchandise. The application has an inventory item class that is a parent class, also called a superclass. This class contains the attributes such as price and operations such as set price that all piece of merchandise use. After defining the parent class, a child class is created for each type of merchandise, such as books and DVDs. The book class uses the attributes and operation in the inventory class and then adds attributes such as author and operation such as set author. A DVD class also uses the attributes and operations in the inventory class, but it adds attributes such as manufacturing, manufacturer, and operations such as set manufacturer, which are different from those in the book class. Now moving to the next topic, association. Association are the means for establishing relationship among object and classes. This kind of relationship represents a static relationship between class A and B. For example, an employee works for an organization. Here are some rules for association. First, association is mostly verb or a verb phrase or noun phrase. It should be named to indicate the role played by the class attached at the end of the association path. Mandatory for reflexive associations. The relationship between student and college show in studies. Association is a description of a group of links with common structure and common semantic. An association describes a set of potential links in the same way that a class describes a set of potential objects. Links and associations often appear as verbs in problem statements. A link is an instance of an association. A link is drawn as a line between objects. An association is a line between classes. Association names are italicized. An association name may be omitted if a pair of classes has a single association whose meaning is obvious. A link is a physical or conceptual connection among objects. Most link relate to objects, but some links relate three or more objects. Most links relate to objects, but some links relate three or more objects. Mathematically, we define a link as a tuple. A link, a list of objects. A link is an instance of an association, which I already discussed. Association is a relationship between two separate classes which established through their object association can be one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many. In object oriented programming, an object communicates to other object to use functionality and services provided by that object. Composition and aggregation are the two forms of associations. Thank you, class. The next topic will be discussed in the next lecture. Thank you.